In the landscape of figure photography, one group strived for tangible and dynamic displays.
No time to explain. Get in the rows.
Y'all ready?
Yeah, let's go.
We are live, Bug. Oh, we are live. Yes, sir.
We're officially back at it.
It's a rare condition this day and age to read any good news on the newspaper page. And love and tradition of the grand design, some people say, is even harder to find. Well, then there must be some magic clue inside these gentle walls. 'Cause all I see is a tower of dreams, real love bursting out of every scene. As days go by, it's the bigger love of the family.
The Articulated Comic Book Art Podcast is filmed in front of a live virtual audience and is funded in part by viewers just like you. Thank you.
Yes, sir. We're officially back at. Are we on? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. We're officially back at it. Boog Nice coming at you with the Articulated Comic Book Art Podcast. This is episode 375.
Almost.
376.
No, other way.
76.
73.
73.
All right.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I'm your host, Boog Nice. I got my boys with me, Pan Cheesy, Rick Dom, D Walt, and we are back. We are 3 weeks out from not out, but since San Diego Comic-Con, right? 3 weeks?
Post Comic-Con, baby.
Yes.
Post Comic-Con. There we go. That's the word I'm looking for.
Comic-Con bliss.
So San Diego Comic-Con was 3 weeks ago, I believe. And we are back to talk a little bit about Comic-Con and a little bit about some news and a little bit about your personal lives. So tell me when you lost your virginity.
Wow.
Soon,
Who was in the back
Soon,
room
hopefully.
of
Me too.
I've heard it's great.
But yeah, how was you guys' week? How's it been?
it's been pretty uneventful.
It's busy, but good. Lots going on. Doing a wedding for a friend of mine, client of mine. So we're 2 months out from their wedding. So that's been kind of had me in the trenches.
So you're doing this in your official capacity, or it's more as like favor for a friend?
Nah, this is for my business, my side business, my company that I own for myself.
Got you.
I don't do a ton of weddings, but for this particular friend who's also a corporate client of mine, I've been helping her plan this for the past few months. And so 2 months out, we're full steam ahead, and it is coming together very quickly.
Nice. Very nice. Very nice. P, how about you? How's work going?
Work stinks. But
Yeah.
I got my week has been pretty good solely because I got the 40th anniversary Goku.
Ooh,
And
nice.
yeah.
I just literally started seeing a bunch of pictures and stuff of that guy popping up, and I was like, ooh, I think I want that.
it's incredible.
Is that from Dragon Ball?
Yeah, it's Dragon Ball. It's like a 40th anniversary release. It's a brand new buck. It's very, very nice. Even smaller than the Daima Goku, which is unreal. Just by a little bit though. But it comes with this nice Shenron stand as well. It's very, very nice. And it's just a nice big rollout. It was exclusive. You had to order it through this extremely popular magazine in Japan called V Jump, which is like it's like Toy Fair, Wizards, and Electronic Gaming Monthly all rolled into one, basically.
You date yourself there with those magazines.
I know, right? Yeah.
Electronic Monthly is that is insane.
Damn, remember those used to hit your mailbox? Like once a month is when those used to hit. That's
Hell
crazy.
yeah, dude. But it's great. It's like when pre-orders first started rolling out for this, it seemed like impossible to get, and it felt impossible to get up until like this week. But like so many people were prepared. A lot of like third-party places were prepared. Hobby Genki had it in stock for a while, and there's some other like reputable but lesser known like places online that have it. So it won't be difficult trying to find it. But you might have to pay a little bit aftermarket for these. But
what was the retail price?
So the retail for this was $70, but aftermarket is like it peaked at like $240 the day it came out, and then now it's kind of evened out to like between 90 and 120, I think, or 140. But we talked about this on the show, but like I don't doubt for a second that they are going to re-release this with like another deco that's like closer to like his anime colors or his like actual manga colors. Like this is just a colorway from like the what do you call it? The first cover of the manga right here. So they're gonna reissue this in some capacity for sure. Maybe not this year, but next year, I almost guarantee it.
Is it static? Does it have articulation, or is it?
Static? yeah, it's articulated. It does it all, baby. It does it all. Oh, my light's a little blown out, but yeah, it's articulated. It's very nice, very very nice.
Maybe they'll re-release them without the dragon.
Yeah, that's my guess. I think they'll re-release them without the dragon. He comes with a lot of accessories and stuff, but I think without the dragon. And then just either in like his blue color or like his orange with like the turtle hermit symbol on the back or something like that.
Very nice. Okay, Rick, how about you? How was your week? Highlight of your week? What'd you get? Anything?
Oh man, no, man, I'm over here. Believe it or not, stories about my demise at Amiami were greatly exaggerated. Dude, these guys didn't ban me.
Yo, that is you and Amiami have the wildest love hate on off. You and Amiami are like fucking like Amiami is like you're crazy.
I thought they'd do
How
it.
did you figure out that you're actually good?
So I skipped on $1,000 bill because they wanted to charge me almost $500 for shipping, right. And I was like, nah, you're not gonna get almost $500 in shipping. Like it's good. I'll just buy somewhere else. So I thought like, oh, that's it. And then I was on my email the other day and I got like hey, you better pay for this order. It's gonna get canceled. And I was like, what the fuck? What order? And
I get this number.
Like, hey, big head.
Yeah, they're like,
right, basically.
Hey, stink. You want this or what? And I was like, oh, what? I was like, I'm good. Okay. So I just paid for I basically just missed a month of Amiami.
Let's go. What a month to miss, though, huh?
It was quite a month to miss. So I paid for that. They're getting me back now. I paid for this month's order, and I was like, cool. Like I'm still good with Amiami. Sounds good to me. And they have not shipped out my shit, and it's been a minute. It's been over a week. They've not shipped out my shit at all.
So it's funny. You all praises are to me. Because I definitely had Ami. Oh, guest, special guest.
Dude, what's the articulation like?
Yeah.
What are we talking articulation?
Pretty nice. Full range.
That's a huge child.
Big. He's big, baby. He's big.
Dang, Kai is growing.
He is growing.
Wow.
He's huge. Oh my god.
Rick, I was going to tell you, you actually owe me because I'm sure Amiami was feeling nostalgic because I placed an Amiami pre-order and hadn't done so in years. And I pre-ordered the freaking Mafex Iceman.
Oh, hell yeah.
So when they saw my name come through, they probably were like, oh, shit, not D-Walt. Man, Rick Don put him on to us. And then they were like, oh, we miss Rick. And that was probably when they emailed you, right?
Yeah, they're like, you know what? We'll forgive this guy.
Well, I'm glad to hear that you are not banned, that you're not shadow banned from Amiami, because I know you're like one of their biggest customers, in my opinion.
Yeah, when
Very
they
nice.
hit me with that shipping total, I was like, dog, how are you gonna do me like this? And it was funny because I actually pulled something funny for that order. So on that order, there was like one statue my wife ordered that was a little bit big, so I guess that's where they were getting the price from. So I was like, okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna take out my shit, and my wife's not gonna get the statue because we're not gonna pay a few $100s for shipping. Man, tell me why the order split was cheaper shipping. The order split was $300 in shipping, while the other one was like $470 something for shipping. I was like, man, what kind of math is this?
Yeah.
Like, how is this happening?
But was this also during the Panda? Like, was this during like?
No, this was just
earlier this year.
Yeah, this was in June. This was
how
in
did they
June. This was my June
justify
order.
it? They were saying like tariffs.
Yeah, it was it was like in the middle of tariffs. No.
Yeah, I think it was in the middle of them like stressing over tariffs and like de minimis shit that was going on. So yeah, they were charging me some absorbent amount of price, and I was like, yeah, this isn't gonna happen. But yeah, they forgave me. They took me back. The kids said that they missed me. And yeah, I'm back in their good graces. But they're still fucking me over, man.
You still on the couch, so let us know.
Yeah, I'm on the couch still. Yeah, I'm not being told when dinner's ready. If it's out there on the counter, then that means I can have some.
No big piece of chicken for you, sir.
Yeah. No. I get whatever scraps the kids didn't want. Like, I don't like the legs, so they left it on the plate for me. Yeah, that's my situation right now. I paid last Monday, and it's still not shipped. So we'll see.
All right.
Cool. So where did we want to start? I guess we didn't get our turn, David and I, in terms of SDCC stuff. You guys had a show last week, 2-man show last week. Was it anything that you wanted to touch on from San Diego Comic-Con, Dave? Anything that really rocked your socks, floated your boat?
See,
during or after or whatever. I did pop up on Wade's impromptu stream as he was walking through the con. And I did talk about a couple things that really stood out to me. And one thing in particular that I do not and will not collect is those Mondo Masters of the Universe figures. That was like one of the best looking. Yes, that was like one of the best things I saw at the con this weekend. One of probably the top 3 favorite things that I saw at the con. But
we are planning on having them on the show at some point soon.
Yes,
the guys over from Mondo.
Yes.
So be prepared.
Yeah,
people.
I'm hoping we're gonna go on an epic run here in terms of having some really special guests on that we've been trying to. Not even trying. I mean, it's there. We've just been kind of bullshitting about having a guest on. So hopefully that will happen. But yeah, the He-Man figures. Obviously, I was really excited about the Invincible figures from Jada, and maybe like one or two things in terms of Legends that were really cool. I thought the actual panel was a little muted, I guess. I don't know. It wasn't like insane. I was happy about finishing off Excalibur, that we were going to get Rachel Summers, and that we were going to get Feral as well to finish off our 90s kind of New Mutant / X-Force. But that was pretty much some highlights for me. How about you, Dave?
As I'm listening to you rattle everything off, I don't think I was wowed by anything that was revealed at Comic-Con. I think the biggest winner, if there is a winner from these things, of all the company reveals, probably was Jada. I was impressed and surprised by the character selected for Wave 1. While I do understand releasing Mark in the blue suit first and then building hype around the line, then going back and having people looking forward to the yellow, blue, and black suit. Was really surprised to see Conquest and Oliver show up this early.
Yeah.
But really excited that we're getting figures from Jada and Co. as opposed to cars, which would have been my worst nightmare to have some cars with just the Invincible characters tampoed on the side. Believe it or not, I'm actually not excited, but I am convinced that I am going to get the Scooby-Doo main cast because Jada will end up giving us a really cool mystery machine. So I will get the main Mystery Inc. crew. I don't really have a desire to get the monsters or any of those. Yeah, I know. It's just I don't need that much of it.
I kind of feel the same way. I've been kind of leaning toward it too, and just like, do I want to? I don't want to have FOMO, and I've been saying the same thing. If anything, I would get the core crew for sure. At the very least, I'd get Shaggy.
And because the core crew, like I think somebody comes and they sees your collection, or you walk in the room and see your collection, and then that's the nostalgia itch. But I think once you have like the mummy and the creature from the Black Lagoon and all of that shit, then you're gonna be looking at yourself like a weirdo. Like, why did I buy all this? Like,
unless you're gonna be doing some like, unless you're gonna be doing like some heavy like displaying and taking a lot of pictures and stuff like that, then if it's just
maybe you just love Scooby-Doo.
Or if you love Scooby-Doo, if you are a Scooby-Doo fan, this is your jam.
We have the #1 Scooby-Doo fan in our chat, and he's buying doubles of everything. So
who is this?
They're out there. That's the Wrestling Hound. Woo!
I know he's like got a voodoo doll with my face on it right now, stabbing the shit out of it.
Yeah. Don't let this man talk to June by any circumstances. Get him out of the room. I'm buying all of these. I'm buying them all.
Are you? You like everything Scooby related. You're even going to get the New York Comic Con Harlem Globetrotters box set. That's going to come out.
I'm gonna beg Boog to be first in line for the Globetrotters, baby. You know what's funny is that I'm the opposite. I'm actually more excited for the monsters because they look so insane.
Yeah, the monsters. Look
I mean, the Scooby Gang nostalgia of it, obviously, like that's what like gets you in. Man, these monsters unreal. Like there's the guy in the fucking suit. God, I wish Hound is there. Hound, can you tell me the name of the guy in the big suit? Like the fucking looks like a diver suit almost.
The dude from
that thing was wildly impressive in person.
Yeah,
and June
was
saying
a deep cut.
that it has the soft body, so you're still gonna get really good butterfly joints, and he was showing it off. Like he's gonna be something else.
Does it glow in the dark though? Because if it glows in because that was his thing.
Oh man,
they have the technology, David. Blueberry, they got it.
Yeah, they made Blueberry. Space Kook. What's his name? Space Kook. Thank you, Hound. I knew you'd tell me the name.
Yeah,
that thing is wildly impressive.
In the theme song intro, again, they look good, and it's going to be quality. The articulation is going to be there. That the quality of the plastic is going to be there, just for me and my personal tastes. Not my thing. But I will get the Scooby Gang. And if they release a Scrappy Doo, I'll get him too. See, I'm that guy. I'm on that side of Scooby Doo.
I didn't even think about that, but I feel like we maybe talked about Scrappy Doo at some point, but about that being a possibility.
When June was on
when we had June on.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, I think when June was on, we discussed it.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah,
so I'll rock with that. And then if they release Scooby Dum, life is complete. And there's a Comic-Con exclusive Scooby Dum.
Scooby-Doo expanded universe.
Yeah,
Scooby-Dum.
Yeah, you gotta have Scooby Dum. Another reason why I think Jada won, and it may just be like recency bias for me, but I just started watching. I'm actually on now my third watch of Cyberpunk Edge Runners. I was really late to the game on that. I was blowing up the chat. And Rick was like, "Calm down, sir. Everybody else has been watching this for the past. Everybody else.
I thought we mentioned it.
Nah, I don't remember you guys ever talking about it. And I watched it. I watched episode 1 on like a late night insomnia humble and powered through. I stayed up till like 5 in the morning on a work night and watched and powered through all of it. and now I'm on watch number 3 with my son, and I love it and was really excited to see the figures from it. I'm having a hell of a time hunting down the David Martinez right now because I don't want to get it from. I wanted to get it from Amazon. He's on Big Bad, and I guess I'm gonna have to break down and get it from there. But yeah, I was late to the whole party on these. So seeing Rebecca and then seeing Maine, those are must-haves for me. And yeah.
Yeah, that main is crazy.
Yeah.
And then what's the name of that big ass guy too? Fuck, I forget his name.
Adam Smasher.
Adam Smasher. You know what's funny is I thought Adam Smasher, but I was telling myself that's from DC. You idiot! Don't say Adam Smasher.
Yeah, my son said that today when we got to that episode. He was like, "Oh snap, is that the dude from DC?" And at first I was proud because I was like, "Oh shit, that was a deep cut for you to know who that is." And no, that is not who that is.
A couple of honorable mentions, though. I did really like the way the vintage collection gunship looked. I have no desire to get it. I'm good, I think, on some of the bigger vehicle offerings from vintage collection, but it did look really cool. It looked really nice.
I haven't been impressed with anything Black Series in so long, bro. And I don't want to beat the drum too long, but it's just like, I don't know. I don't even know where that. I don't even.
I mean, that's not really Black Series. It's vintage, but I feel what you're saying. Star Wars.
Star Wars. Yeah, Star Wars. I'm sorry. Black Series is what comes to front of mind, but it's just, I don't know. Like I feel like they've been regurgitating Clone Wars stuff for like that horse or that cow has been milked to death, bro.
I will say though, at the B&B, Brad did open his Anakin and Obi-Wan set. It was nice. It is very nice.
I mean, I guess, but like when you've released the same figure or set of figures like 6 times,
the same shit happens across every line. It is what it is. But I do feel, I feel you, because I feel like with Star Wars in particular, like the fatigue comes quicker than anything else to me personally. But yeah, I feel you.
For it to be a universe, the shit feels very small pond is what all I'm gonna say. Like when it comes to the release stuff that they put out, but I guess to their fault or whatever you want to call it, when they do try to expand, like they had end caps full of figures from the Acolyte, those shits did not sell. Nobody wanted them.
Those are some of we like to complain a lot about them not advancing forward with their technology, but from what I hear, those Acolyte figures are very well articulated, really nice bucks.
Oh, I mean, I'm sure once they make their way to Ollie's, everybody will sing their praises when they're like $3. But I know my target, those junks were nobody was buying them.
I think think they might struggle a little bit with this price point though. Maybe online. I don't know, because it's like $449, I believe. So this is something that you could and would buy multiples of if you have the disposable income for it, to have a couple,
because this is the drop ship, right?
Right. It's are they calling this the drop ship or the gunship? I don't know.
I don't know. I'm using layman terminology, but this is the ship where the clone troopers got dropped off on Genosha.
Correct.
And then they went to go chase.
You said Genosha?
Wasn't it Genosha where they fought?
You think of X-Men?
Wait,
that's X-Men. You're talking about
that's the little refugee camp in X-Men. It's similar. What's the name to the place where they where what's his name died?
All right, where's our Star Wars aficionados in the chat? Somebody let us know.
It sounds like Genosha.
I just had it in my head, but now I can't get rid of fucking Genosha.
Well, anyway, it's that shit, right? Because then they went and fought Dooku, and the clone troopers came to the rescue.
Yeah, that's a bunch of these.
Geonosis, there you go.
Right, very close, very close.
That's just there was some mutants locked up in cages downstairs when they were fighting. But anyway, I agree with you 100%. This could have been an army builder vehicle, but at 400 bones, goodness.
Yeah, damn near 500. Well, I mean, it's basically 500 with taxes and shipping and all of that. It's $500.
Oh, it is big. Yeah, it's big.
No, it's huge. It's huge, and it's nice. It has a lot of great playability. You know, I saw them swapping out the panels and this and that, and obviously you could pack it with a bunch of clone troopers, and that's going to add to the playability and ability to take pictures with it and all of that. Like, I am excited to see what people do in terms of photography with this. But yeah, definitely a easy pass for
I don't
me.
I don't fuck with
You
this
gonna say,
ship
Rick?
because it fucked us over.
Wait, what?
I said I don't fuck with this ship because it fucked us over. Our fucking interview with Marvel Legends team was right when they were putting this shit out, and they fucked us over,
Oh,
and
when they
we
did the
were all scattered and shit.
dramatic
Yeah,
walk.
they weren't even letting people in the booth. They barely let Brad and Boog in that booth, and they were in a tight little corner.
It
Like,
was actually kind of
good shit
nice
for that.
because they cleared it out and we had pretty much the booth to ourselves when we did the Hasbro interview, except for that one dude that popped up in the back.
Until I was gonna say halfway through, they started letting people in the booth, and then hella
Right.
people started cutting in front of the camera, and Boog
Yeah,
kept
hell
giving
yeah.
the look of like, man, what the fuck are you doing to these guys without saying anything?
Obviously,
Halfway
you guys
through, they stopped.
didn't see that because P was able to edit that out. Shout out to P for that. But yeah, while we talking HasLabs, I guess we could talk about the Snowcat a little bit.
Yeah,
Yes,
let's talk about
but
it.
Yeah.
before we jump, I just want to ask one question. And it I was gonna frame it this way earlier before I started ranting about Scooby-Doo and shit. But what I said at the top of this was I felt like I wasn't blown away, wowed by anything at the con. And do you guys think that some of that may lend itself to the fact that we get so much information and so many drops throughout the year prior to the con? Like, I feel like with all these Hasbro Pulse things that they drop that sometimes feel like across all their lines you get one a month. Does that, in your opinion, diminish some of the hype around reveals at Comic-Con?
I mean, yes and no. It's the frequency and schedule of drops across all of the lines obviously has really increased over the years with the more people getting into collecting and more people getting into toy photography and stuff. So I get it, and I think that we could probably all feel a little overwhelmed because it's not just the one line too. It's across
Correct.
so many
Across
lines
so many lines, yeah.
with all of the third party stuff and this and that, and like it's I guess the Christmas of collecting in Comic-Con does get a little diminished or whatever. So
And it doesn't help. I think that like not even just Legends, but I think that they got hit the hardest. That a lot of people couldn't reveal so much just because they don't know what the fuck is gonna happen with this tariff landscape, and they don't want to promise shit that they cannot deliver.
Yeah.
They don't want to promise anything too far ahead. And I can understand it, but it did leave like a bit of a lackluster moment. Like Jada pulled away pretty hard. And so did Mondo, honestly. I think Jada and Mondo both pulled away from everybody else. And I don't think anybody was even close to
And
like
you know
their level
why
of
though, bro?
excitement. And
Like a big part of it is that we knew that Invincible something was coming, but June kept that shit close to the chest. And the only way to know was to see the reveal at the con. Versus, in my opinion, while it was cool to see some of the X-Men 97 stuff or whatever that was going to be coming down the pipe from Legends, I was more excited to see you guys have hands-on experiences with shit they had already revealed like 2 weeks prior.
Yeah, like Dragon Man and all that type of stuff.
So, you know what I'm saying? So it was kind of like, imagine what it would be like seeing that stuff for the first time. And it's like, wait, what the fuck is that big juggernaut? What Shumagorath? Like, that is excitement.
Yeah.
And I guess it's kind of the gift and the curse because it's good to know about it. Go ahead, Rick.
I was going to say, and shout out to Cheney, because if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have been able to do it. He's just a nice guy that went up to them and was like, hey, can I pose these? And they're like, yeah. And everybody's like, oh, we can? And fucking picked up everything out their shit and started posing the fuck out of it because that man asked.
Yeah. He did start the wave at the breakfast.
And shout out to everybody that was mad as fuck at everybody that was at the breakfast. None of us noticed that Wolverine was so big. He was so nice in hand. We didn't even notice. He was
I
great.
mean, it's honestly not that large. Honestly, it's only like a half an inch taller than the
Your standard.
other standard Wolverines. What is now considered a standard size Wolverine. It's really not that big. And in the game, he was beefy. He was beefy, and he was a little.
But I'll never display him standing straight up like that. Like he's gonna be
Yeah.
crouched. You know what I'm saying? Ready to go position.
Yeah, exactly.
He is a chunky boy, but it's all right.
Chunky boy. So yeah, we and talking about HasLabs, this campaign just wrapped up last night, 11:59 p.m. Pacific time or Eastern Standard Time? Did it go to actually 3 a.m. Eastern Time, or it was done at 11:59 Eastern Time?
Oh, it's
I don't
over?
know.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, it's over.
Yes. But I don't know if it was PST or EST because once it funded, I got my order in and I'd normally stay to watch these and where they end, but I think this one was so different and it was just like so tense to see if it would even fund.
It was real shaky. Like they made up a lot of ground in the final 24 hours of this thing being live. It was looking like for a while that it was only going to be the base offering, which would have really sucked for this because I think these tiers were very nice.
Yeah, there was a lot of people reading eulogies over this thing.
Yeah, for sure.
I was nervous.
Premature.
Like I was hitting you guys up daily, and I was like sharing screenshots of where the numbers were, and I don't know. I was not expecting the avalanche of supporters because it was looking tricky there for a minute.
I think you're the only one out of our crew that got this, out of our like podcast crew. I'm sure there's some other like people. Obviously, I'm sure Trav got this.
Oh, you know, Moody got this day one
for sure.
But it's weird because I definitely my brain is wired weird because I was like, oh, I gotta get the Snowcat, but for whatever reason didn't get in on the Rattler. So so now I'm playing that game trying to find the Rattler. But what do you guys think this thing is gonna do on the aftermarket? Because only 16,000 of these are made.
Yeah, that's where did they cap out at? 16,437. Am I seeing that right?
According to what's on the screen.
All right. Well, I mean, immediately, you're gonna drop 450, 500, and then it'll probably die down for a little while, and then in the end, I don't know, it might get up to 6, 7. I don't know.
What I do think, because that is typically how these trend, you'll see a large surge. But with this having a relatively low run, because I think there were like 24,000 Rattlers that were sold. What's really going to make the price of the Snowcat increase for those who bought multiples of these? So I don't be in a rush to sell these. But what's really going to make the secondary market price increase is when the rest of the snow-based characters are released.
Yes, for sure. Because and they also probably are going to double dip on some of the things that we already got and just make them snowy. You know what I'm saying? So people have been hinting that.
And they need to re-release. They need to re-release Snow Job.
Oh, they
that
will.
Thing goes for like double now. So
they will, because there are a ton. We still don't have what's Black dude's name? Iceberg. Is his name really Iceberg?
Yeah, I think his name is Iceberg. I think there was an Iceberg. Am I bugging? I'm picturing him, the black dude.
Yeah, I think his name is Iceberg, but that's funny because I know you had Iceberg clothes back in the day. Like you had at least one Iceberg.
Yes, and it is Iceberg, yes, for sure.
That's hilarious. So when the rest of those drop, when the rest of the Joes drop that are in their polar gear, like Gung Ho, Roadblock, when the rest of the Cobra La people drop, because their base was in the snow and they're snow based. And you can build out your snow-based displays for your classified collection, that's when people are going to clamor more for Snowcat, because I think currently snow-based characters, I think there are only like 5 that exist right now.
Well, they did have some the snow serpents, and like you might be right though. It might still only be like 5%.
and the Amazon exclusive snow Storm Shadow.
Yeah, the black and white one.
Remember that? That came out before the regular Storm Shadow, and everybody was mad. Like, why the fuck would you give us the snow version before you give us the regular?
It was confusing.
It was very strange.
But either way, I'm happy to have it. That was something that was cool to see at the con because it was substantially bigger than what because I did see one photo that like showed it against the his tank, and I was like, shit, that thing is huge. But then when I saw the interview of it at the con and the photos from the con and like people next to it for scale, I was like, God dang, this is really.
Oh, Brad said they revealed Iceberg.
They did.
They did.
Was it
in
name only, or was it a render?
In name only reveal.
Name only.
Okay,
right, cool. So that means he's actually
know what they're doing
here, which is cool. And then another one that people really want is the V2 Stalker in his snow gear that comes with the kayak, I believe is what he has. But this is good. It's good that it funded. That means that every single G.I. Joe related HasLab has successfully 100% funded. So good on them and the team. Keep them coming, and we'll see what we get next. If they continue the trend, it should be a Cobra vehicle next.
While we on G.I. Joe, real quick, just a couple things I want to touch on. I saw Carbon Scoring at the Hasbro booth. He was conducting his G.I. Joe team interview, and we talked about how we missed each other and didn't really get a chance to like shake each other's hands and whatever. But I've been meaning to ask, have you guys seen his interview, and if he asked them about the cops? Did anybody ask them about the police figures?
No. Interestingly enough, no one that I saw from Comic-Con asked anybody about the police figures.
That's
everybody
strange.
in the comments, if you guys have been watching those interviews and you know anybody that asked about the cops, let us know who it was and what they said. I'm interested to know too.
Yeah, I meant to ask Trav if he had questioned him about it too. That I had an interview lined up with them, but I made a mistake and put the interview time at the same time that the Legends panel was going, and I never got a chance to double back. The PR person didn't set me up with another slot, and the question about the police was at the top of my list, so I didn't get a chance to do that. But I mean, so yeah.
I ain't really tripping on these police figures. I recognize what's going on right now socially. At the end of the day, Hasbro is a publicly traded company. They don't want no static. They recognize what we do with these figures, part of the community. So I think they want some of the madness to die down a little bit, but we've seen them, know that they're made. So we'll get them eventually. It's just a waiting game, and I'm cool to wait. I mean, they
no doubt.
I'm
with you there. Real quick, while we on that, I did open the firefighter figure the other day. I think I put this in the chat, but those figures are really, really nice. Really nice.
I want to grab that too.
Yes, sir. Now is the perfect time because have you guys seen your displays at Walmart?
No, I haven't been in a Walmart yet.
You got it.
I haven't been to Gilroy yet.
I've seen a bunch of pictures of people saying like, "Oh wow, it really exists." Like the display.
I went to my local Walmart yesterday. Funny how I ended up going, but anyway, I went. They had the display up. It was really cool to see figures that we collect in display cases that are posed. I was able to get 2 crystal balls, which was great because Walmart canceled my pre-order, and they had a ton of the firefighter figure on the shelves, like at least 10 that I saw.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
because you know what? Those are straight cases. So thankfully those are
nice. Okay, so they'll be quite a few out when they do put them out. Did you pick up any of those, Dave?
Well, I had ordered mine from Amazon, so I currently have 3. But now that they're at Walmart, I'll just slow creep. And when I go to get like random shit like cereal or whatever for the kids, I'll just swing by and pick up one at a time until I get enough where I I feel good about it. I think my target number for the fireman is probably like 5 or 6.
Yeah, I'd be happy with the 5 or 6 of those as well. But GI Joe has been killing it with those kind of like universe building offerings. You know, the Navy SEALs, the other like infantry, like desert soldiers, the firefighters now, and then we will get the police force at some point. I'm sure we'll get a paramedic at some point. So really cool, really cool. I would highly recommend picking up at least 2 of the firefighters. They are very nice. It's really nice accessories, a lot of playability, and like you could do a lot of things with kit bashing, and they're fun. They're really cool figures.
Yeah, I've actually been super impressed with all of those figures that you've named out, like the sniper, the paratrooper.
Yeah.
It's great to see how it gives the line longevity and legs outside primary cast, because the possibilities are endless of what you can get, which is kind of cool. Now, a set that I don't know if I'm gonna get multiples of because it looks a little wonky, because after and all the reviews that I've seen are the ketchup and mustard divers.
Yeah, I'm good on those. Yeah, I'm good on those.
But I have to get at least one because they have the third piece to the mass device. Speaking of, did you get your polar bear Snake Eyes in yet?
No, I didn't. I was literally thinking about this earlier today and thinking about the different Joes that came with animals that I want to get, and I do need to double back for that. Yeah, I definitely need to double back for that. I need to double back for Law and Order. I need to double back for. I still never even got what's my man Spirit?
Yeah, Spirit with the
Yeah.
So I ordered 2 of these. I opened one to mess with the polar bear. I was never really a huge fan of Snake Eyes in this look. I prefer like Ninja Snake Eyes more. But I ordered a second one of these so that I could display the second polar bear with my Alpha Flight team.
Nice. Oh, that's a very good idea.
And it's cool, man. It's, again, the way that they've been able to knock out these animals has been really, really dope. The Snake Eyes figure is really cool. Something that they don't talk enough about, but they have been doing with a lot of their figures and sneaking it in. All of the hands on this Snake Eyes are glow in the dark to give that radioactive effect. And they've done this a couple times with a few figures that have like a glow in the dark effect, but they don't really like hype it up enough, in my opinion, to let people know. Because I don't remember them ever saying that the hands on this guy were glow in the dark. But so because of this, the first mass piece is with Breaker. This has a mass device piece in it. And then to get the third mass device piece, you have to get the ketchup and mustard diver set. So I've been looking for those at Target. Kind of looking.
Okay. I think there was one more thing I wanted to mention about G.I. Joe. No, maybe not. There was something else that you reminded me that we need to touch on.
I told you. Did you? Gamerverse War Machine and Omega Red set looks really good in person. They have
I saw the picture that you had put in the chat. Did you open your Dragon Man yet?
No. I'm looking at them now.
Okay.
I'll open them on because this actually motivates me to open up shit instead of just sitting on it. Let me go grab them and I'll open them up while we're on, and then maybe do like live reacts while we just talk about other shit. So yeah, let me go grab it. Hold on.
What else? What other news do we have, gentlemen?
So much. The crate. It's bursting at the seams, Boog.
That means absolutely nothing.
No, we don't got shit.
Yeah, there's nothing. There was a Mezco reveal. You want to talk that?
Yeah, we can talk that. Shout out to the fucking Henrock, who was absolutely.
Oh, shout out to Henrock.
Yeah, man.
I mean, one of the most deserving people to be able to go ahead and like officially promote the Mezco stuff, because he's been fucking going nuts. I mean, the only other person that's been going as nuts, I think, is probably like Marty. Is it Marty? What's my man's name?
Yeah. You talk about What's Up Danger? Yeah, he's killing it, man.
So yeah, Henrock had an official like He was one of the few photographers that got to reveal this or unveil it or whatever.
Dang, look at this.
You know
Cinema.
crazy? Ironically,
Yeah.
I was messing around in the A.C.B.A. Admin permissions the other day, and I saw that one of these made it to the main page, but for whatever reason, 2 or 3 more of Henrock's photos were like pending status. I don't know why.
Oh, it was in the spam thing.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know what's up with the group.
Yeah,
it keeps doing that.
It's AI detection. Because it happened the other day when one of my friends, shout out to Nightmare Nemo, posted, and I was like, man, I can't find his shot, and I went to go look through like the admin permissions, like you said, and then it said like flagged as spam by our Meta AI, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, don't nobody need you guys to do this shit?
Off, but it still messes with it. So, Henry, sorry if you saw your pictures didn't make it, but they are fire and they look amazing. So this is an exclusive. He's the first person to have this.
Say it again.
There was a couple. There was a couple
of people that got to photograph it and basically do the reveal to say, you know, this is out now on the day that they dropped it, basically.
Got it.
You know, Mezco does that pretty much with every release. They'll pick a few photographers, send them the stuff early, have them, you know, take quite a few pics, and then promote it that way on the day that it drops. So that's pretty much been their MO. But yeah, Henrock has been killing it with the Mezco stuff for a year at least the past year before they, you know, gave him the shot here basically to do his thing officially with them. So yeah, shout out to him.
Absolutely.
All right, so live react. So I just opened my Dragon Man.
Crispy.
He's huge.
Yeah,
I was not expecting him to be this big. Pause.
He took a lot of pictures. I'm sorry.
He did, man. They're great. They're all good.
They're all good too. Yeah.
So this is the first thing that my mind went to outside of how big this dude is what are they doing with the maximum line and what are they hoping to accomplish there? Because
again, question and again, huh?
I know this is belaboring a point, is beating a dead horse, but I have a maximum Spider-Man that was $50, and I passed on maximum Hulk that was $60. But I did Dragon.
I see people saying that originally it was like $80 with the shipping and shit. They trying to really up it now because this past week also we saw some pictures of somebody's like chest part tearing and stuff too. So,
but Dragon Man was what, $84.99?
I don't even think it was. Oh no, yeah, it was. It came out to like maybe it was a little cheaper than that, but I think with the tax and shipping and everything, it was just under $100. It was like $93 or something like that.
So at the end of the day, bro, I just don't get it. Like, I don't understand if I'm holding this in my hands for $85 and their maximum Hulk was $60. What is the purpose of that line? Because while this figure may not be as popular as Hulk or Spider-Man, why does this not constitute as a maximum?
Well, I think it's because it just comes down to them worried about leftover stock, just dead stock. You know, it's much easier to throw this guy up, Dragon Man, on a website and gauge how many they should be printing and gauge how big their run should be versus the potential of them putting it out on a shelf and then it just peg warming. Like, they know it'll work for Spider-Man because he's like an evergreen character. Everybody's gonna work.
Maximum isn't carried in brick and mortars.
Oh, you're absolutely right. You know what? I think it's
two.
GameStop.
Two. GameStop and Best Buy. They both carry them.
So
nobody else does that.
I'm saying in name alone and how you sell it, if it is going to be like online heavy and whatever, like those figures, those characters don't need another umbrella for them to fall under because people are going to buy Spider-Mans. People are going to buy Hulks. But if you're selling it as an upcharge for something, why does this not constitute as a maximum figure? Because this is something that you wouldn't find at brick and mortar. And this is something that is sold at a higher price point. And it is something that comes with more parts, pieces, and accessories. So why is this not maximum, but the Spider-Man was and the Hulk was, and all Hulk came with is the chest and then the feature in a toy of the thunderclap. This doesn't make sense to me. And then the same thing with Mephisto. That'll be the same release like this next year. Why is Mephisto not a maximum? Because you can't get it any other place. Why was the Sentinel not a maximum? You can't get it any other place, and it is like a higher end, higher priced, higher articulation point. Like I'm finding that the need for another subset of a line and then what they're presenting it as is highly unnecessary.
Oh, I mean,
Yeah,
yeah, that was the
I
point from
would've-
the. That's what we were saying from the beginning, though.
No,
Yeah, it just-
I know I tried to
Here's
do
what it
counterpoint when you guys said this before, but the thing that I said was, if this Hulk does not sell well, they have to go back to the drawing board and ask the question of why are we doing this?
Well, I think Max, like
Well-
so like in Hasbro's eyes, Maximum Series is a line that that splintered off for like what do you call it? Extremely popular evergreen characters: Spider-Man, Hulk, Wolverine, Captain America, potentially, and stuff like that. I feel like if a character is going to get a maximum, if it's going to be in the maximum line, it's going to be an extremely popular character that's going to be kitted out with a bunch of different accessories. Ideally, like that's the dream. Like a character that usually gets released, but they know that people have been asking for versions of these characters with more accessories for years. So that is what their maximum line is. I mean, and
they just really dropped the ball as it relates to Hulk in the maximum line.
Yeah, for sure.
It was some nice, cool new accessories and some nice, cool new engineering features or whatever, but it wasn't premium enough because at the very least it should have been pinless, but also it could have used a couple of more accessories. They were missing one head. I mean, we talked about this shit to death. So it is.
And
Yeah. I just, as you're getting more and more figures that are pushing the boundaries of what these things can do, and we're seeing new technologies, because we said this when they showed Juggernaut immediately after Maximum Hulk started to ship, is they're going to have a difficult time getting people to spend money on Maximum Hulk, having just shown that Juggernaut at a similar price point, because Juggernaut was only $10 more than Maximum Hulk. And so this is not, to me, they've kind of painted themselves into a corner with that line.
Well,
and
yeah,
I don't
absolutely.
think it's going to be sustainable for a super long time. And I think even when this Deadpool and Dupe drop, I don't know what it is that they're going to be offering with this Deadpool to make people to substantiate a $50.
I mean, I think with Deadpool, there's a lot of potential there to get people really excited with the Deadpool, especially with Duke being released with him. There's a lot of potential there for Deadpool in particular. So
yeah,
I mean, we had that before.
Yeah, we have, but it'll get people off of the like bench that are not like deep into the line like us buying every single thing. Kitted out, super articulated Deadpool with all of the like bells and whistles and shit will get some other people out too. And also it'll be one of those things that will be a legit collector's item and people will buy multiples and hoping that down the line they'll make some bread off of it. So it is what it is.
The last thing I'll say is, like, you know, the fact that they're not just throwing everything at these expensive big figures under the Maximum moniker is just because of like brand. They're just protecting their perceived image of the brand. Like, to them, Maximum Series is like super popular characters just with a bunch of stuff. But, you know, they start throwing Dragoman in there and Mephisto and stuff. In their eyes, it like, not sullies, but like dilutes the brand or whatever.
I mean, it's exactly what you said. It's the fact that it's going to be the evergreen character, so it's not going to encompass Dragon Man and Mephisto and all of these other things. So,
and you know, I said it from the beginning. Like, you know, this is just, I mean, like, for the sculptors and like the people that really care about these characters and the people that work at Hasbro that really care about pushing the envelope on what they can offer to cut like to the fan base, this is exciting for them. Like it's just like they want to put out hyper articulated characters with a lot of accessories, but on the fiscal side of things, I said it from the beginning, but this is just another way for Hasbro to see just how much people will pay for a Marvel Legend. Like it's like I'll say it again. It started with like the classic series where it was just the re-release of characters on the aftermarket that were expensive, just with less stuff, but new, no build a figure or anything, and then it's just like the next level of that for them. So the Hulk was a misstep, but hopefully the next thing is all right. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, and you know, and I do think that Spider-Man did so well that they can afford a misstep, but I don't know that they can afford a second one.
I'm gonna push.
I don't know that they could afford a second misstep.
You only have so many A-lister Marvel characters. Like
That's
if we
true.
keep it book. So given that you own, and Hulk has consistently been A-list in Marvel. Like Spider-Man, Hulk have always been A-list. So to have a misstep on one of your evergreen A-list characters, you won't get many chances at that. Because honestly, if we're keeping it a buck, A-list, I wouldn't say it's more than 5.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I didn't say they'd get many chances. I said they probably got another misstep in them if they need it. I don't know that they're going to get an unlimited amount of these things from the good graces they earned on Spider-Man over there, but I think they could afford that Hulk just from how well that Spider-Man did. That thing was #1 on Amazon for a long time, and it sold out everywhere for a very, very long time. So I think they earned enough there for this misstep, but I don't know that they could afford another misstep. I don't know that they could.
I do agree with. And so we'll see. I was on board with it. I got it from like a corporate standpoint of why they were doing it, but I do think they're batting like 50% because the Hulk at the end of the day was not worth the value and the price increase. And we'll see how they do on this next release. But in my opinion, throwing in a ton of weapons and whatnot with Deadpool isn't enough, in my opinion, to move the needle. Because if you've been collecting Legends for long enough now, you have tons of bags. And
you know, Puck Photos gives like the best example. You know what they could do is just different era heads with also different era straps. Is like a good way to go with Deadpool, I think.
Yeah, that's a good way to go with Deadpool for sure. Yeah, that would be pretty genius. Yeah.
Because then you
that'd be a good way to go.
And then that allows people to want to buy multiples. So I could see that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I could see that being a nice little trick. Anything else with the Legends that we need to mention?
Yes, they're gonna have a panel and reveals in Canada for that Fan Expo.
Oh, that's true.
Convention coming up. Toying Around, Kevin for Toying Around is going to be there. I'll tell you right now. Go to Kevin's page. Unless Poncho beats me there, then
nope,
perfectly fine. Okay, good. Toying Around is going to be there at Fan Expo with that reveal, and they should have something, and maybe that's why it was a little lackluster in San Diego. They had this coming up.
No, yeah, that's for sure. When I spoke to Dan off camera, he was like, yeah, we got quite a few other events lined up, so we spreading it out a little bit. So yeah, they'll definitely be
21st through the 24th.
21st to the 24th of August.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay. All right.
Yeah. So Kevin from Toying Around will be there. I don't know who else is going to be there. I know we have other Canadian YouTubers out there and whatnot, but I don't know who else other than him. So check out Kev's content. He's got about he'll be there on boots to the ground with it, baby.
Nice.
And what did you say Dan said about that, Boog?
I was saying that he was saying that Dan was saying that they were spreading out some more reveals. So if we felt that San Diego Comic-Con was a little, light on reveals and things, then to just kind of hold tight, basically.
I bet.
Okay. Anything in the import world we want to talk about or mention? I see Big Bad Toy Store is having a decent sale right now on some things. They have the Spider-Punk for like $50 or something like that.
Oh,
Yeah, they
SHF.
got a big. Somebody in the comments did bring up something they wanted you to talk. They Vegeta poncho.
Sorry, what?
You broke up.
Black Hole Vegeta. Yeah. I don't see anybody that has pictures of him. But I'll just talk about it. Yeah, so Black Hole is a third-party company. They've been doing a lot of interesting releases lately. They recently just did a Majin Vegeta, which looks really, really great. It's emulating the 3.0 buck, so he's much like beefier than the Majin Vegeta that we got officially from it, and it's been popping up lately. It's super nice. Let me see if I can find a picture. But it is really nice. I really want to do like a huge order from like Gundam Model Hobby Store or whatever it's called. Just get a bunch of stuff I've been missing. Have that. I just missed the 5K had Gogeta in stock literally while we were on air, but it sold.
I just saw somebody, speaking of 5K, somebody in the comments just talked about that green scar. Any of you guys messing with that?
I don't know what that is.
I was going to pre-order it. It's a world.
That's that Gladiator, right?
Yeah, Gladiator.
Oh,
Hulk.
yeah. It looks cool.
That thing is.
I don't care enough about Gladiator Hulk I got one already, so I mean.
Wait, I did pre-order that. That's my first venture into that. I did pre-order that.
Yeah, I was thinking about getting it. I had tweaked a select Gladiator Hulk that I use as to make it look like comic Hulk instead of MCU Hulk. I did some part swapping.
I've been seeing everybody with the other one too, and seeing a lot of great pictures with the previous release. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna cop this. It's a good kind of like standalone piece almost, and like it just looks really, really good. And you only got to put down $20 to start.
Who did you order from 5K?
I ordered through. I'm gonna tell you right now. Was it 5K or was it I think it was the Meta, whatever.
Adam sent me a bunch of links.
And he sent me the links too, and he told me where he ordered from. Wherever he ordered from, I ordered from the same place, basically.
All right. I'm gonna be flip flopping back and forth. Did they ever say why on these wings the inside of some are like that fleshy whatever, but the inside of the all right.
No, it was two looks.
Look, say less. All right.
No. It was two looks. It was supposed to be like a older classic look for one, and then a more modern look for the other. But it's kind of dumb because you should have had 4 sets of wings for all of that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. You just made an accountant's butt cheeks clench saying that 4 sets of wings at this price point. But they all look good, but I prefer the ones that have the different colors on the inside outside.
Yeah.
He's huge. Like this is a big chunky ass figure.
Yeah, it's a big figure for sure.
The addition of the glasses is nice.
Good boy, for sure. Did you find those?
Go ahead, Rick.
I was just asking Poncho if you found the black hole.
Yeah, I found it, but we moved on, so whatever.
Okay. Yeah. There was one.
I don't know what black hole Vegeta is.
Yeah, I don't even
know. Okay, I'll share.
That's crispy.
Yeah.
Let's see. Hold on. Stand by. Okay.
If they reveal some stuff at this Canadian show, it would be great if we got some future Foundation Fantastic Four peeps.
I could see that, but why would you think they would pick that for Canada though?
Why not? Who's taking time to think through things? You know?
Fuck it.
Yeah.
All right, so this is Black Hole Vegeta. It's very nice. There he is, looking good.
Is Black Hole just a random name they gave him, like they did with like the Fenrir or whatever for Broly?
No, so Black Hole is the company it's the third-party company name.
There we go.
Yeah.
All right. That worked.
And this is just Majin Vegeta, right?
Yeah, it's a Majin Vegeta. But I mean, a very like welcomed upgrade from the only other Majin Vegeta that we have, which is that really, by today's standards, dated Majin Vegeta buck. That's like that. Even when it came out, people complained that his waist was too thin and whatnot. Like this guy is like beefy. Looks good.
Yeah, this is his look right before he blew up the thing, Majin Buu
Himself
to save.
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing, you mean himself? Yeah. I remember the LL Cool J pants leg before he did that.
Incredible. Incredible.
Yeah, Majin Vegeta is actually my favorite iteration of Vegeta.
There we
so
go.
that looks good.
Hey, are the chonklers on this removable or what? I think so, right? They gotta be.
You think so?
I think it looks like it in some of these. Yeah, I think.
This is a I need to go. I
I'd
need to go
hope
put
so.
my pre-order
Yeah,
in.
I think the window is closing. I'm not 100% sure, but I feel like it is.
Somebody in chat.
Possibly.
Who said it? Somebody in
Free
chat.
bonus.
I think Man Beast Boy, maybe. Either Man Beast Boy or Tyree. Hold on. Oh, Tyree said it. He said
What
you
about
can
this
remove
one?
the armor and just have a standard highly articulated Hulk, which is
Nice.
a good
Damn,
move.
so you-
But if these sandals,
But he's gonna be
removable-
wearing mandals. He's gonna be in the mandals.
Yeah, if they're not removable, then I don't know. But they look removable. But there's no pictures of them.
The
that show
sandals
them
don't look
all.
like they could.
Yeah, that's a good looking figure, man. And like all the accessories, I think total isn't he only like 80 something bucks?
It's 30 down payment, and then
Yeah.
then 89.
Yeah. So that's a nice looking Hulk you got there.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, it
Oh man,
looks,
the
it
price
looks
went
really
up. What the fuck?
Did It went up.
Yeah, if you pre-ordered after August 4th, it went up to 104 versus 89.
good. Oh my god.
Sounds about it. Story of my life.
Did it go up just there, or it went up?
I mean, for 5K, I don't know about anywhere else. Oh well, it'd be like that sometimes, you know.
Snooze, you lose. But I don't know. Is it worth $100? 80 good price, but 100 bones.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a bit.
Summer things.
Yeah, it's, I don't know. 109.
What's the height on this? Is it a 7-inch figure?
8.3 inches.
Oh yeah, that's impressive too. So yeah,
I pre-ordered from Toys Metaverse.
Ah, nice. Yeah, Aaron Essen says it's still 85 on Toy Metaverse as well.
all
Okay.
right, Aaron.
And then
Yeah.
Clockwork Orgy says that the shoes are removable. Hell yeah, dude.
Ooh, nice. Okay. All right. That's very interesting. Okay.
Is this the same buck that those
was about
WoW
to ask
orcs were
that.
on?
The ogres, they had like another thing that was green.
Yeah, it was like WoW orcs.
And-
Oh no. I was about to ask if it was the same buck as the.
Yeah,
As who?
I think so. I saw people taking that and making custom Hulks before this was revealed, so it may be the same body.
Okay, that makes sense. I would like to report that I did catch up on all the recent comic movies. I saw Superman, I saw
go.
Fantastic Four, and I saw Thunderbolts.
Let's
Let's
talk, baby.
Go. Can't wait. Start at the top and do them in order.
No, start at the bottom. Start at the bottom. Let's talk Thunderbolts.
All right, start at the bottom and work your way backwards.
Well, I guess the bottom is Thunderbolts. Now, Thunderbolts was, I mean, it didn't knock my socks off or anything, but it was fun. It was cool to me. It wasn't something that I needed to see in the theaters. I was comfortably home and watched it, and it was fun. I actually kind of enjoyed it. I mean, it was some parts that were not the greatest in terms of the effects or what have you, but it was a fun little movie. It was okay.
Yeah, it
I
was
enjoyed
just okay.
You know,
which is fine.
yeah, it was okay.
Yeah, it was all right. I don't really, you know what it is? It's I saw Thunderbolts in the theater.
Same.
You're welcome, Disney.
Yep. Same.
And I don't really remember anything from it.
Yeah,
Like
same.
nothing that was outstanding. And so I actually envy you being able to watch it from the comforts of your home.
Mhm.
And one of the things that I said after the movie ended was this was good, but this was not go to the movie theater good. Like this could have been a movie on Disney Plus that premiered there, and it would have been all right.
Yeah, it felt like a Disney
Yeah,
Plus movie.
for sure.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that.
Mhm.
Yeah. It could have.
And you know what? That is okay. Like, well, here's the thing.
I think
Disney
it would
needs,
have done better if that was
oh
the
yeah,
route. I think
yeah.
if it, I think it would
Disney
have done a
needs
lot
to
better.
come to terms and break the stigma that just because you're a Marvel film is not a movie theater release and it's a Disney Plus release, that has to be okay. Because Netflix has their own exclusive movies that they release and they're quality movies. So you are a paid subscription service. So to add value to your product, you're going to have to go all in on your product and offer things exclusively on your platform for your subscribers. And so you can't be scared to diminish the returns on a film by having it go straight to Disney Plus. It has to be okay. And this is one of those movies that the stakes were small enough. The cast was all B-listers, C-listers. It could have been okay on Disney Plus, in my opinion.
Yeah, you know, the problem with that is that lawsuit that Scarlett Johansson threw at them for not releasing something in a theater and acting like that's the end of the world. I do wonder, like, if they just can't do it, you know, if there's just
That was
not a
because of her
possibility due to
back-end
contract.
deal, though. And that was, she said that, which was in her right. She was right to fight for to advocate for herself for that. She had back-end points. So by the movie not being released in theaters, that was a direct blow to her take from that film. But that was also contingent. They did not want to do that. That was contingent upon we were in the COVID times.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I heard. But if you don't, who in that cast has back end points where they negotiated something in their contract where they're getting big money?
There was somebody, maybe it wasn't Scarlett, but I swear there was somebody that's contract said that it was specifically worded for theaters, and if it's not in a theater, then it didn't work out that way. But maybe I'm wrong. But I don't disagree though that this could have just been a big Disney Plus situation. Maybe it would have got good subscribers out of it too for like billing it as like a Disney Plus film.
Yeah, I could see that. But again, it was I guess a pretty cool after credits scene as well. I don't really know how that lined up because Thunderbolts came out. It did come out way before Fantastic Four, right?
Yeah, it didn't line up at all.
Mhm.
Shankman said he didn't know that was even happening.
Really?
Yeah,
That's hilarious.
He came out on record and was like, they had almost wrapped filming Fantastic Four when he saw Thunderbolts, and when he saw that scene of the ship, his response was like, "What the fuck is that?"
Right.
Yeah, the ability to blame it on somebody else is leaving Feige, because that was a film that he said like, "Hey, that's one of the last things the last regime did, not me," was the thing that he laid out. Was like, that's one of their films. I didn't do that one. Like, don't put that on me, Ricky Bobby. Like, I didn't approve that one. So I don't know. We'll see where it goes from now. At this point, everything is him now. So there's no more finger pointing this man could do. Actually, I'm wrong. There's Disney Plus series still that were filmed a long time ago. So maybe those, but I mean, movie-wise, there's nothing else other than him.
I thought Ironheart was the last Disney Plus series that was filmed and shelved for a while. I thought everything.
No, I Wonder Man.
Wonder Man.
Wonder Man is an older series as well. That series was done like 2 years ago, I think.
I'd actually forgotten about Wonder Man.
A lot of people have forgotten about.
I actually think that
people
might
aren't
be pretty
hyped for it.
interesting.
But yeah,
I
I'm
think that might be
hyped for
pretty
it.
interesting. Yeah, I'm
I'm
pretty
hyped for it,
excited
man.
for that.
Yeah, I like.
I didn't forget because I'm hyped.
He's a good
Yeah,
actor.
I like the actor for sure.
Oh man, fucking what's it called? Watchmen won me over with him.
Yeah.
Like he's my guy now.
But you know what? Actually, yeah. You know what I groaned and I rolled about in Wonder Man, and I was like, don't do this. Your boy is coming back. Amazing actor, terribly cast. Trevor Slattery.
Who's that?
Oh, Trevor Slattery.
Yeah, Ben Kingsley, the fake Mandarin.
Yeah.
Really?
He's coming back. Why?
He's coming back in Wonder Man.
He's playing who?
Why?
He's Trevor Slattery. That character is coming back. The last time we saw him was in Shang-Chi, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. So because he's an actor in Simon.
Oh yeah.
Simon's last name. What's Wonder Man's last name?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Oh, and he was an actor. That's his whole thing too.
Correct.
Yeah, he's an actor too.
So
Yeah.
Trevor's back in Wonder Man. So we'll see. I'm still hopeful. But we'll see. I can
see how they could tie that together. I can see how they.
Yeah. But him being an actor makes a lot of sense.
Makes sense. Yeah. So yeah, there's that. And while we mentioned the after credit scene in Thunderbolts, was Fantastic Four teaser. Like I said, I did see Fantastic Four as well. I thought it was phenomenal. I really enjoyed it. I would give it a 8.5 out of 10 probably. There was obviously a few little plot points and a few little things that were not ideal, but overall it was fun. It was really well done. It was a great representation of their power sets. It felt big, but not too big for its britches yet. And it still felt like it was still fit into the overall Marvel universe once it expands and they kind of make contact with the other characters in the universe. It was a lot of potential. I had zero problem with the Herald being a female Silver Surfer. I didn't feel any type of way about that. I liked it.
That's how you knew the movie was good, because people had a lot of things to say about Shalabal, Silver Surfer, and then once the movie dropped, people were kind of quiet. And so instead of giving the movie as much praise as I thought it deserved, people were just quiet. And so
I honestly felt like in this iteration, the Surfer being a female, and it's not like Silver Surfer is a robot, you know what I'm saying? But I felt like this iteration being a female and having a certain level of like compassion and whatever made more sense. Like, you know what I mean? Like I felt like that made more sense within the whole plot of her eventually kind of like helping out at the end, basically. I mean, not that the regular Surfer hasn't done that in the past and turned on his master and shit too, but just, I don't know. I felt like it was more in tune with a female's kind of level of compassion. So I don't know.
So I thought that it was necessary to provide balance, because with this movie being so heavy on Sue Storm and her role in other iterations and in the comics and in the Jessica Alba version, it's because they didn't give Sue a lot to do in those movies. It was her relationship with Norrin Rad that brought out his compassionate side. And that was what led to him turning on Galactus, right? Like he saw humanity through Sue's eyes, and they've done it that way in the comic too. But with this storyline leaning so heavily on the relationship of Sue, Reed, Franklin in that subplot, to then make a male Silver Surfer and Sue now have to be the anchor for humanity to break through the Rad, it literally gave nobody else. It would have given everyone else nothing to do.
Yeah, that's a great point. Yep.
And so we got to see shades and colors and nuances in Johnny Storm's character that we have not seen in other iterations on film. And because of that gender swap, or not even a gender swap, just the different representation of a different Silver Surfer. And then he was the one who was able to make that connection with Shalabal. And
yes, I was going to mention that too. The whole like Johnny dynamic too. Obviously wouldn't have worked the other way. I mean, it could have, but but yeah. I thought Fantastic Four was very fun, and I definitely loved the beginning how it opened up and how we got to see a lot of like classic villains and stuff too, and how they like kind of rolled that out. I thought that was really cool. Obviously, we will be seeing quite a few of those people pop up as Marvel Legends figures. I definitely know that's going to happen. But yeah, it felt good, man. I want to actually watch it a second time. I did see that in the theater, so I went and saw that by myself in the theater.
So here's a fun question for you, because now I had not thought about this until tonight. The end of the Thunderbolts, we see what happens with the ship, which leads the question then, where do you think they haphazardly sent Galactus?
I don't know if we're gonna know anything about Galactus.
Well, he's not. I mean, he's not gone. He had to go somewhere.
I mean, yeah, he's not gone, but I don't think in this phase that's coming up. And then again, that might not be true. But initially, I'm not thinking that he's gonna come up again in this phase.
Like, you mean before they do the reboot, like the relaunch with after Doomsday or Secret Wars, rather?
Right. Until that wraps up or whatever. I don't know. I don't know. Wow. What were you thinking?
I don't know. Like, I was just posing the question because I think that it does open doors for us to have that Galactus come back and for him to be salty and hate the Fantastic Four and Reed Richards, for them just
and also just hate Earth in particular too. So
yeah. So it'll be interesting, but I do think that we will end up clearly with Norrin Radd, Silver Surfer. I don't think that he'll come up again in these next set of films in Doomsday and Secret War, whatever. But I do think wherever they land or however they end up explaining the Fantastic Four coming to the cinematic 616, I'm just really excited. And it was cool to see a team that I am very fond of done really well in live action. I think, and I'll share this now because I think we're out of the spoiler zone. My only gripe, because I gave it an 8.5 also, was we never got to hear Johnny properly use the phrase flame on any of the times he flamed on. He only said it when they were talking about was it an action figure or a toy?
Yes.
And kind of the same thing with Clobber in Time. Like, I get it. I think Clobber in Time was handled better. There were a lot of cool times where Johnny could have said flame on and he didn't. And so that was the only thing that was missing for me.
Yeah. I really enjoyed the display of their
very well fleshed out. They still don't know what to do with Reed Richards in live action.
You don't think so? I mean, I thought it was probably one of the better iterations that we've seen in terms of his powers. I thought it was pretty well done.
I still think the Fox movies were more creative with his power.
Agreed.
You think
he ain't really do shit. He ain't really do anything in this movie. Nothing.
I mean, his major power was the brain power, so that's really where
that's not fun to look at though.
Yeah, but I don't be that guy to say that this Reed did not come across as super smart.
Yeah, I was about to say he didn't. I don't know. He played him kind of weird.
I mean, he came across as nerdy, as
awkward.
A little like
awkward.
Yeah,
but and you know what it is. And I've talked about this in a couple of different spaces, and you reminded me that I wanted to talk about it here. From a writing standpoint, what it was Reed. They messed up by having Reed say too many times, I don't know. There were at least 4 key beats in the film where people were asking Reed questions and he said he didn't know or I don't know about whether that was pertaining to the baby, whether that was pertaining to them going into space, whether that was pertaining to them when are you going to work on the suits again? And Reed Richards, that's his thing. He has an answer for everything, whether that's his personal life or that's his superhero life. And then when we had the biggest beat, which was the reporter asking the question, are we safe? And then Reed's response is, I don't know. That was supposed to be the hardest hit because the smartest man on the planet was just asked a very basic ass question of, are we safe? And his response is, I don't know. That causes instant fear.
I mean, with that particular instance, though, I felt like that was riding more on the fact that he was wrestling with the whole situation with Franklin, and
Yeah.
that
But I'm
was
saying
affecting him more. Like,
I'm saying that's the
I
one
feel
time where
you,
the
though.
I
I know
don't
what
know
you're saying.
made sense, because he said,
Right.
I
I
don't
got
know
you.
so many other times prior to that. It lessened the impact of that moment, because that on live television, the whole world.
I got you. Yeah. Maybe.
know.
Yeah, they should have got rid of the other I don't knows, and that should have been
Yes.
the most
Yes.
impactful moment. Yeah, I got
Yes.
you. Okay.
I will say
It's-
that's my biggest thing holding me back from like really loving this movie is like from a writing standpoint, a lot of the stuff that on paper seemed like it would have like a big impact. I don't know if it was just because they left stuff out or stuff got left on the cutting room floor or just the way that they edited it together, but a lot of scenes that seemed like they were supposed to be huge emotional payoffs had no buildup to really earn a triumphant like
I can agree with that.
like the only part that really got to me was was Sue sacrificing herself. Obviously, that has a lot to do with like me having a baby now for sure. But like, the part where like spoilers obviously, but like when Johnny was gonna sacrifice himself, I was like, all right, cool. I know this is supposed to be huge, but like it just kind of came out of nowhere and then fizzled out of nowhere for me personally. And admittedly, I'm like the least fan of Fantastic Four on this entire panel. Like that's no secret for sure. I just felt for me personally, like a lot of the things that warranted these emotional beats in this movie weren't properly displayed in the film. Like a lot of this came from you knowing these characters outside of what you saw in the film, and that's what makes it more like crazy. And like there was a lot of cool stuff in the movie for sure, and a lot of great set pieces, and all the emotional nuances that were happening with these characters only felt so grand and large because you know about these characters outside of the movie. And the movie didn't do a great job of illustrating why these emotional payoffs should have been so huge and so grand. It was just to me in the when I was sitting in the theater, I was like, okay, tell me why I should care as much as it's trying to make it seem. But again, I have the worst opinion on this panel about Fantastic Four, so it is what it is.
Two more things because I want to dive into Superman too. Another example of Reed to me not being the smartest man on the planet was that Bugs Bunny ass plan at the end of doing the old switcheroo with the empty baby bassinet, and then that was, come on, bro, that was on some Looney Tunes shit. And what was I finna say?
I saw somebody comment. I saw someone's comment about that, about the third act, and how like Galactus just kind of like got stupid at the end. Like
that was
that portion of it was like you said, it was a little Looney Toony for sure. It was a little
at least use the teleporter to swap out the baby bassinets. You have it, and you showed it.
Right.
You showed it used on a small scale, transporting something.
There was no reason to have you like physically like racing in and doing
that was wonky
for sure.
How about leave off the giant yellow caution tape of your fucking MacGuffin at the end of the film? How about that? Huh?
And then the last thing was, and this is not something that was bad, but it was just something that sad on the cutting room floor, is Red Ghost was cut out from the film, which again have John Malkovich cast as Red Ghost, and all of that footage. Shankman said it broke his heart, but all of that footage was cut from the final film, and the only thing that we saw was that scene of Reed kicking the orangutan.
Yeah.
But he had like, I think they said it was like a 5-minute segment to start the film with Red Ghost, and the studio was like, it's just making the movie too long and it's throwing off the pacing of that intro, so they had to cut all of John Malkovich's scenes.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Ebony
That's
Leopard
not-
is saying for Poncho's concerns, we need more film time for Origins, which we'd hate. I don't necessarily think so. I don't think we'd have to have like Origins to really emphasize how much these characters love each other. My biggest concern is like the way Pedro played Reed Richards. It's almost like he did like, I didn't believe that he loved Sue as much as like he said he did. Like,
I mean, honestly,
Actually,
it's
is right.
funny that you say that
that's
because that is
obviously.
actually a through line in the comic book.
Yeah.
Is that he,
It is.
you know, he's
Yeah.
preoccupied and just,
yeah.
you know,
I mean, they did a good job of explaining. Like, I got that for sure. But like, I don't know, my biggest beat is like out of nowhere, Johnny is like, I'm gonna sacrifice for my nephew, which like on paper, of course, you would do anything for family, but like a scene of him interacting with this baby would have been all I needed. Like, just, and
Right.
it's not, you don't even have to add scenes, just like I don't know, just like alter what we have. But it is what it is. Again,
Yeah.
I have the shittiest opinion about Fantastic
No,
Four.
these are good takes.
Panel.
I
No,
thought that
those were
aspect,
valid points, though.
yeah, I thought that aspect, P, of Reed's awkwardness. Again, they didn't lean on the intellect as much, but they 100% nailed the Reed Richards like social awkwardness and his inability to express like loving emotion
Yeah.
to his wife and his kid, even like when she got mad at him about the whole like you're willing to sacrifice him, and he's like, I mean, technically no. I'm not, but statistically and using my brain to calculate like worst case scenarios, it is an option. And that was
For
Reed
sure.
Richards 100%. Like he nailed that
Yeah.
part of the character.
Yep.
That was good.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, let's
that
talk
was
Superman.
good. But yeah, overall, very fun. I would highly recommend seeing Fantastic Four in the theaters if you still can. That was cool. Superman. Superman, I really enjoyed. I'm still processing what film I like better in terms of Superman or Fantastic Four. Two very different films in the same sort of genre, comic book genre, but very different. Superman 2 was very fun to me. It felt like a comic book. I mean, that was the consensus. That's what pretty much everybody was saying beforehand. But I, being not being a huge like DC fan and knowing like deep lore and catching every like little Easter egg and stuff like that, or not being able to, didn't sully the film any for me. It still felt very fun, and I still was pretty informed, a little more informed than I thought I would be about some of these characters and some of the plot points and different callbacks and stuff like that. So yeah, I thought this was really good. Two films that both kind of started not at the starting point for these characters. We came into the films at a point where they were both already established. These things were already going on, which I thought was very good, that we didn't have to start over with a bunch of origin stories and stuff like that. They did obviously give us some backstory with both of these films, and I did appreciate that. And yeah, I thought Superman was great, man. I thought, again, the display of everybody's power sets and stuff was nice. But I don't know. And again, being a kind of a not diehard DC person, I do feel like Superman was kind of like weak. Am I bugging on that?
I mean, like, it's that's kind of like I don't know. Like, he definitely isn't as powerful as he's been depicted before, but Superman is written to be strong as he needs to be in anything. Like, that is his true superpower. I mean, you could write a version of Superman and that is, I don't know, I feel like the stronger he gets, like the less interesting he is. Under like the most basic type of writing. Now, you could have a version of Superman that's all powerful, but the story surrounds himself. The story around it is him like constantly trying to like hold himself back and the inner struggles of that. That would make a good. but I think that he was just as powerful as he needed to be in this one. Then that worked well. I think so, at least.
Yeah, the way that I have justified it in my brain is that they established that Superman has been Superman publicly for 3 years.
Mm.
So this is still super early in his career.
Yeah.
And I would equate it to the same way in Batman Begins. Batman was not Batmaning like how we know him to be. He was not full peak Batman yet. He was taking L's. He fell off a building. He had to have Alfred come save him when he got caught on fire by Scarecrow. However, when we saw him in The Dark Knight, he was a much more established, confident, whatever Batman, and they established that early on. And I hope that we see a similar journey with Corn Sweat as Superman. He is a little naive. He is a little emotional. He is like not at full capacity of using his powers. And I thought that that was okay because it showed, I think it conveyed the message that Gunn was hoping that he was literally hitting us over the head with.
Yeah.
Is that while I am Superman, I'm human. He was trying to prove his humanity to Lex Luthor. And I think that because of that is he was not super all the way yet. He was flawed. He had some flaws. He was taking some L's, and I was okay with that. But again,
that's my favorite kind of Superman for sure.
I did like the fact that it was Superman, and obviously his powers are super, and he's got these abilities that are tremendous, but that Superman still can't do everything, and he still needed the help of the other heroes and stuff in the movie. I did like the way that felt. It felt complete. It felt good. I did like that aspect of it.
And to be fair, Superman, the only L's he really took was when he was fighting himself.
That's true. And a lot of people are bringing up Ebony Leopard, Cap Lives, Aaron Eston. The reason he was getting his ass beat so much is because he's fighting against the super genius fucking Lex Luthor has been obsessed with him for 3 years. And like he's not, early Superman is not a skilled fighter either.
A skilled fighter, right?
He's just punching shit.
He's just punching.
Right.
Like he ends up learning the Kryptonian fighting technique when he visits Kandor and some other shit. So yeah, that's a very good point, Pete.
Yeah, there's a lot of like subtle things that really explain away a lot of these, like a lot of like the criticisms that I've seen like online about the film, like just in terms of like his power and whatnot. Overall, like I love this movie. I thought it was great. I thought it was better than Fantastic Four, but like
I like the display of power from all of the characters, though. I did like that. Well, you reminded me about something else. What'd you guys think about Lex Luthor and his, like, not only the actor's performance, but just his place in the Superman lore and just in that universe? What'd you guys think?
I felt like same thing. This was a good entry. You could tell that their relationship was already established. The hate is there. Lex Luthor would definitely be invited to Dave Chappelle's Haters Ball.
Player Haters Ball, baby.
I like this iteration of Lex. I like that they kind of like game with him being a younger portrayal of Lex Luthor. I like that they kind of gamified his fighting style with Ultraman when he was literally throwing out like combos of what to do.
That was very Gen Z, like modern, that was cool. Yeah.
But I also like that he wasn't like typical like villain. Like he was calculated and he was cool. And that scene when he like walks through the Fortress of Solitude and like he knows that like his people got his back and that he doesn't have to worry about shrapnel or debris hitting him that cocky and confident. That shit landed really well to me.
Oh yeah.
Even in the literal face of Superman, knowing that Superman ain't gonna kill him, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like even then he was just like, yeah, fuck you, dude. Like I don't care. Like,
I liked all of that. It was a little cringy and creepy and incelish that he was like locking away ex-girlfriends in this little pocket wormhole universe. But even that is a sign of the times, right? Like it's very it's very millennial behavior.
I really like the addition of Metamorpho, that's his name, to the movie, and how that played out, and like even his look was I thought was spot on, at least from what I know of the character. I didn't hate Green Lantern. I was fine.
I still don't not hate, but I'm ready for Gunn to stop trying to push Nathan Fillion on us. The Firefly
That's his homie.
Huh?
That's his homie.
I know. That's his homie. I'm ready. Like, I feel like if this would have been him back in his Firefly days.
Oh yeah, he'd kill it.
He'd have killed it.
He did a good job too, but like it's just, you know, Nathan's getting old.
He's older. He's older. Yeah, he's older. Yeah.
And this Green Lantern team that they're putting together on film are some old ass dudes. Like, it's beside Aaron Pierre, like the cat that's playing Hal Jordan is also old. Like, so it'll be interesting to see how it lands. But Nathan Fillion looked like he was just tired, bro. Like, he looked like old retired cop status as a Green Lantern. Like, it's
What did you guys think of Mr. Terrific? I thought that looked and felt really, really good.
He stole the movie. My favorite scene of him is when he at the end, when he was trying to like close the rift, and one of Lex's scientists tried to explain something to him, and then he mushes dude aggressively in the face and is like, I don't need you to explain anything to me. I'm goddamn Mr. Terrific. That shit was fire.
Yeah, even the way he was delivering his lines, I don't know much about the character and how he is in the comic books, but it was kind of like real deadpan and like, you know, not a lot of emotion behind it, but yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Terrific, I believe, is the 4th smartest person in the DC universe.
He's either like 3rd or 4th.
Yeah, he's like, so all of that, like he exuded like brilliance, and you knew that when he showed up places in the movie that this was the smartest dude in the room. Like that, he exuded all of that, and he was cool. I want to ask you guys this. Ironically, my favorite scene in that entire movie was one that James Gunn had to fight. The one thing Warner Brothers pushed back on with him, I watched a little behind the scenes on this, was the scene between Clark and Lois when she does the interview with him. And that scene is 25 minutes long. And the studio was like, this is way too long. Like, this is not even like him in costume. This is him talking to Lois Lane, and she's interrogating him, and he's having to defend why he's Superman, and it's all dialogue. And then Gunn was like, if you understand that, how do you not get why this scene has to stay in the movie? And I felt like that set the stage better than anything of how this Superman was different than any of the other iterations of Superman that we'd received, because you genuinely saw why he is the Boy Scout.
Oh, let me ask you this too. Yeah, I agree with what you just said, but the whole how they handled his look in terms of his look as Superman and his look as Clark Kent and the whole glasses situation. Is that a plot from the comic books? Is that something that they explored in the comic books?
Yeah, I mean, like his hypno glasses are from the comics.
Oh, it is? Okay, yeah.
The hypno glasses, which was cool. But I thought that the differing looks of him as Superman and him as Clark Kent, they nailed that shit.
Yeah, he looked
I agree.
crazy different as Clark Kent.
And
his mannerisms, his voice, all that stuff.
Yeah, I like that they like that landed really well in the interview when she was like, can I interview you as Superman? And he was like, really? And then she was like, yeah. So that fool literally threw on the Superman voice as Clark Kent sitting there to do that interview with her, and that shit was just, that landed really well.
Nice. Yeah, okay.
I like the little subtlety that they added. This is a James Gunn-ism. but making making Jimmy Olsen like a non-traditional attractive dude, but he is a ladies' man, and all the ladies love him. And Lois even spoke to that and was like, "I don't get it, Olsen," but that was just like a little thing to sneak in. That was really cool. I felt like
Gunn does that a lot.
Go ahead, Pete.
I said Gunn does that a lot.
Yeah, that's definitely a Gunn thing.
I liked
ladies' man.
I was actually expecting a lot more like little cameos and stuff like that, but I did like them putting Peacemaker in there for a hot moment.
Yeah,
that was
great.
cool
during that interview. Yeah, he's actually though one thing I did not like, and I don't understand it. I don't understand why they added that scream to Hawk Girl. I don't get that. Has that happened in the comics? Has that happened? Is that lore? Because her doing that scream as she goes into battle, I'm like, are they trying to pull something from like some Black Canary type shit and give her like a sonic scream attack? Because it was never fully explained, and I didn't understand why it was done. I like the actress who's playing Hawk Girl. I'm even cool with the I was gonna try to give it. I hated those suits. And I guess we'll get it explained more why they have those suits, because I guess they work for Maxwell Lord, like he funds the Justice Gang, and they'll explore that more in Peacemaker. But the scream was weird to me. That was the one thing I thought was amiss.
I just thought I agree with Cap. I think it's just the battle cry. She's a hawk girl. She's gonna screech when she's about to rev it up.
We've never seen that iteration before, and we have other female leads that actually use a scream as their attack. It just felt tacked on and unnecessary. What did you guys think of Crypto?
I thought Crypto was cool.
I liked it a lot. Even the little scene at the end as to why Superman had Crypto or was
yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, that was cool. That was really cool. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed Crypto. I enjoyed the yeah, it was good. It was really good. I'd probably give Superman 8.5 as well.
Solid.
So it was solid. Yeah, man. It was really solid.
I did enjoy Superman more than Fantastic Four. I think the reason I liked it more is I like Superman more than Fantastic on a baseline level, but I also think that Superman, like they did, which was my biggest problem with Fantastic Four, with the screen time Superman had, they were able to lay the groundwork for every single emotional payoff in the movie, and it all every single one of them felt earned. It was so good. And the last scene, where I think the best one is the last scene where he's on the table again. And then instead of playing the message from his parents, it's like old. That was the greatest shit ever. That was so good.
Reminded me though, because I feel like this was a big change. What did you guys think about the change of the message from?
Oh yeah, that's weird. I mean, whatever.
That's on some Viltrumite shit.
I like Superman. Dallas is in the comments. He can weigh in on this. I'd love to hear what he thinks of the change of the message. I didn't mind too much, but again, I'm not as invested in.
I was actually a little confused about that. Were we supposed to take that at face value that their message was actually kind of sinister, or
that's the way it landed as of this film? But like him, you're not watching Invincible, are you?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm caught up on Invincible.
So then, so that's the same.
I got you when you said the Viltrumite shit.
Yeah, that's the same mission that that Nolan was sent to do. And I'm not the greatest Superman aficionado. Dallas is in the chat, so he can chime in or whatever. But I had never seen that as part of the Superman mythos before. That they sent him to Earth with the intention to procreate and make new Kryptonians and then lead them. So it through the lens, and it's interesting that they chose to do it that way, because and I guess I'm getting it as I say it, but by Lex Luthor being the one to discover this, that sets up Lex Luthor to hate you till the end of time.
Mhm.
Because everything that I thought about you and that I think you're here to do,
Right, it's true.
your various intentions as an alien are true. Because I've
Yeah,
heard and I've
they've done it before many times.
Well,
I mean, it's in My Adventures with Superman. Remember that show from Adult Swim?
People in chat are saying it too. I was gonna say the exact same thing. Like, and you reminded me of it too, David. So baseline, I can understand that message from like a parental point of view. Like they're sending their last son to a planet that is easy mode for a Kryptonian. And you know, if he doesn't get if these people are fucked up or whatever, he has the option to do all that stuff. And like I could also see this iteration of Kryptonians like speaking the subtleties of the Kryptonian language and cadence of the language does not transfer well over to English. So like maybe the way what they're saying is coming from the perspective of loving parents wanting the best for the last son of their species. And like, you know, and like the whole like have like a harem of earthling women is not as crazy as it sounds if it's just all like, hey, carry on the legacy of Kryptonians by mating with an earth woman or whatever. But you reminded me, David, I don't think that this was Lex Luthor's big thing for him to hate Superman. He already hates Superman as much as he can. This is his justification for hating Superman.
Yes.
Like he was the worst person to find that, and he was the best person to find that to make it seem like the most evil shit ever. Like if somebody else found that message, they could have easily just did like what I and what other people in the chat were saying and just like twist it in like a good light. Like this is from parents from another planet that don't speak the same language as us, you know.
Right.
The
They don't
translation
have
is
the
spotty.
same. Yeah, they don't have the same principles and
Exactly.
literally alien. So,
But the guy that your biggest hater finds a vague message, he's gonna twist it in the worst way.
Yeah, that's a good way to look at that because I don't know. I just thought it was interesting because still the best, in my opinion, representation of Jor-El and the setup of what got Kal-El sent to Earth is one thing that Snyder nailed.
I think so too. Yeah.
Like nailed.
I think we talked about this long before the movie actually came out, but the vibrancy, the color palettes, how different it looked from Snyderverse Superman is probably the reason why more people like this, because even Fantastic Four had a very different sort of color palette and it was still kind of dark, like, you know what I mean? Like
Fantastic Four, their like base like costume design and set design was as colorful as Superman. I think so, but it's just Marvel's current color grading that is just such a disservice to all of their movies, and that's like that's a huge underlying issue of the MCU overall. But like that's a huge criticism in like for like cinephiles and stuff is like their color grading is the worst. It's so flat and weird. Yeah, like I can't imagine how much better Endgame would have been if that saturation up or something.
Ironically, one of the few films that got the color grading right, and I know they did this on purpose, was Deadpool and Wolverine.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Like just the colors have ever been in any of the MCU.
Yeah. I didn't even really think about that, but yeah, you're right. Yeah, for sure. All right, so yeah, Superman, Fantastic Four, both very good films. I would highly recommend seeing those in the theater. Thunderbolts, if you home and you got a drink in hand,
home.
Superman is out digital today too. Michael Wisman said that earlier. Yeah.
What? Say it again.
Wisman said that Superman is on digital today.
Oh, today. Yeah. Wow. Okay. All right. So yeah, man. Anything else we want to touch on before we get up out of here?
We have a few super chats.
Let's go.
To get through. We were kind of going through the show, just kind of missed them and whatnot. Shout out to Ebony Leopard bringing up Jimmy Olsen and Silver Banshee in the comics. One of the best couples right now.
Oh, wow.
Shout out to them. They're the best.
That's
top of the show, Mikey Wizzy baby with the very generous super chat. Love you, Mike. I'll see you soon. Says Toy Migos meet up at Frank and Sons August 30th, 12 p.m. We're all gonna
that's
be
right.
there.
I forgot they were having a meetup. Shout out to Mike. Appreciate you.
Shout out to Mike. Brad is flying down for it.
Oh shit!
Really?
Yeah,
Is he?
This man's got too much money. What the fuck?
I mean, I was about to say, to be fair, he's just staying at my house. So.
Nice. Okay.
He's not riding on the back of an eagle or some shit.
No. He had an almost free plane ticket because his plane was delayed to Comic-Con.
Oh my.
Oh, that's right.
That's the thing.
Yeah. So
if your flight is delayed more than 2 hours, 3 hours?
It was delayed 4 or 5 hours, I think.
Yeah, I think
so
it was
everything's coming up. Brad Harper, man.
That's true. Wow. Yeah.
Shout out to Brad.
Shout out to Brad. I see Brad. He's been on a little tier in terms of his photography and stuff too. So shout out to you.
Me, Brad, Vinny, we're all gonna be down there. Shout out to Vince Figs for the meetup. A ton of people are gonna go. I think even Wade is gonna drive down. So
nice.
What's the occasion? Y'all are just kicking it, or is there something?
It's the
Amigos kind of like annual meetup thing. So a lot of people just come out.
Yeah, very fun. A lot of people are flying out. Machu, J Shot, Yoko. It's gonna be a big event. It's gonna be great.
What day is this, Rick?
August 30th at Frank and Sons.
What day of the week is that?
Saturday.
Okay.
But we're also meeting up on the 31st. It's not going to be at Frank and Sons on the 31st, but we're still going to hang out on the 31st too. So that's going to be great. Anybody in the LA area or the greater LA area, I guess, hit us up. We're going to be there. It's going to be a great time. And we also got another super chat from the very generous Silence Behind the Violence himself, Bo Biggs, baby.
Shout out
the
to
very
Bo
generous super
Biggs.
chat. Thank you so much,
Appreciate
Bo Biggs. Really appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for all the support. Week in and week out, brother. Really, really appreciate it. And we have a super chat from Hendo L with I don't know what it praise hands. Praise
Not how I taught
hands.
you. Not how I taught you.
Not how I taught you.
Thank you.
Shout out to Hendo L. I think he gave us one last week too when we missed it.
Okay.
Yeah, we had a little hiccup last week, so sorry for anybody that we missed.
Brad says 10 hours. Don't sugarcoat it.
Damn,
they
man, no
refunded me
wonder your
twice.
shit was free, dog. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. All right. Okay.
I did say that I thought it was more than that. I thought it was a lot more than that. But damn, 10 hours. Is
10 hours. You live there now.
Bro, I apologize for accusing you of being wealthy, bro.
That's long enough to get some mail for me, bro.
Shout out to Brad.
You still poor.
we were driving down to Comic-Con and he was texting us the entire time like, dog, I'm still at this fucking airport.
Yeah, that's insane. Yeah. I'd have added everybody.
Yeah, it was bad. So shout out to Brad. He's gonna be there. Roomy, it's gonna be a great time. Macho already booked his flight, baby. He's locked in. No going back. It's gonna be a great time. That was all the super chats. Thank everybody so much for the super chats. We really greatly appreciate it. The countdown to Comic-Con 2026 starts now.
On it.
We're stacking the chips for it, baby.
Can I ask you guys a question?
Please.
Sure.
What tips and tricks are you guys doing to adhere these freaking glasses to Dragon Man? Because these are just dying to be lost. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you.
Does anybody have any suggestions of what can be done? Or are you doing like blue tack? Like what is the little piece? Like they look great, and I love that they put the little notch there. But
yeah, even people in the chat, let us know if you guys got a cool workaround for my guys' glasses here.
So they literally just sit on there, huh?
There's a groove that's there for them to sit in, but it is not recessed enough to like one bad bump and these will be gone. Like I just tapped them with my finger and they fell off, but they do have a groove there to like for them to kind of go in to notch a little bit into place. But
yeah, I was hoping to actually get my Dragon Man 2 today, but maybe I'll get it on Sunday.
Try museum wax.
Good
call. Ooh, a little museum wax, eh?
Good call.
Like a really itty bitty piece of museum.
Either that or get crazy and make the groove a little deeper.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. I'll have to look. I need to go back also and look. Somebody posted a video of some notch that they had cut out the back to make it so that the head mobility goes up more.
Yeah. I've seen that mod too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Guy can only, there's no looking up, but they did a really great job on the interior of this mouth. The teeth are a separate piece. The tongue is a separate piece. And oh shit. And they went the extra mile and painted the teeth on the top of his mouth, even though you can't even see them when it opens. This is stellar, bro. A lot of people are going to end up with this in their top 10 figures of the year. For the size is great, but even the articulation I'm looking at, the toe articulation is great. He's able to hold himself up. Bendy wire in the tail, not the most, but it's great. I can't think of a lot of things they could have done differently with this Dragon Man.
My major issue with it was just the lack of head neck articulation that could have and should have been a lot better. What else is coming down the pike for anything? What are you guys looking forward to right now from any line that's dropping shortly?
I don't know about dropping shortly, but I said it before and I'll say it again. Those King of the Hill figures from Mondo were top reveal for me. Fuck Invincible. That's what's it for me, baby. I'm buying them. They're going on a shelf and they're gonna live there with a fence behind them forever.
And that's what I wanted to talk to you about, P, to get your take on this new season of King of the Hill, brother.
Yeah, Rick and I talked about it in length last week.
Oh hell, we went on for we were going on, baby.
I think the first
heard that it was very funny.
It is very funny.
It is very funny.
Very current, topical.
Very current.
The first 5 episodes they drag a little bit, kind of. That's where they try and find their groove, but the later half of the season. I was telling Rick last week that I really want to go back and rewatch the first half of the season just to make sure if it wasn't just the whiplash of just seeing new King of the Hill that was just like, oh, okay, maybe this isn't really clicking right now, because Becca and I watch King of the Hill is a constant rotation in our house. Well, so like it hasn't been 15 years for us. It's been an afternoon. So like we went from watching like season 4 King of the Hill, and then we're like, okay, let's knock out this. So maybe it was just the shock.
What season is this?
15.
15. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Wow.
I think I powered through all of it, I think, in 2 days. And not the biggest, I'm nowhere near as big of a King of Hill fan as you guys, but I used to watch the show sporadically. And so even someone who doesn't watch it all like that, it was accessible to me. But I really enjoyed it. I really, really enjoy adult Bobby Hill.
Yeah, me too.
They did a really great job of keeping his character authentically Bobby. And that wasn't jarring to me. Everybody kind of just picked up where they left off. My favorite new character, though, bar none, Emilio.
Hell yeah, dude. Emilio's great. Great addition.
I love
that guy.
Love that dude. And then when Rick pointed out to me that one of my favorite actors and voice actors was now a cast member in Keith David.
Oh yeah.
They
got to do more with his character.
They do need to do more with his character.
There's so much potential for his character.
Yeah. I'm all in.
How many episodes slated for this season?
10.
Yeah. Is it only this 10? So this is it. This is everything.
Well, there's a second season greenlit already.
Okay.
Yeah. And there's actually 3.
Okay, good.
That were greenlit, yeah.
And there were storyboards that leaked about 2-3 months ago, and there are scenes in those storyboards that we did not see in this first season. So
interesting.
Nice.
Yeah,
and from what they showed, they're definitely for season 2. Like it wasn't like something they left on the cutting room floor. Like they're all things that had to have happened after the finale of season 1.
A lot of growth in those storyboards. I love it.
Yeah.
You know what episode? One real quick tangent. You know what episode I was watching last night, Rick? Becca and I were watching the Miss Wakefield episode.
Mrs. Wakefield,
which is a Christmas episode where an old lady that used to live in Hank's house before they moved in comes to visit them in Christmas and has a request to die in their house, and that's the whole episode.
Yeah,
What?
she just wants to. She just wants to sit there and die in that house.
I can accept only two things. One, she's still alive, which is highly unlikely, but I need a whole episode of Keith David's character bonding with Hank about this old lady breaking into the house and trying to die while he's renting the house out.
Yo, that would be dope.
That'd be
That
good.
And you know what would be funny if he goes like, you know what, she died in the cop car that they were taking her away. That would be insane.
Yeah.
She just about died right there in that cop car when they were driving away.
Would I be tripping? Like, I kind of want to see more about Peggy and Hank's adventures in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, I'd like that too.
Right? Like,
Oh hell yeah!
what characters they met while they were there, and what new friendships they crafted while they were there. To see if he made some Saudi versions of his friends in Arlen.
Yeah, fucking and over there in Saudi Arabia, man.
Saudi Arabia.
Baby. Yeah, the greatest part about that is that it's real. That company is real.
It's a real company.
Aramco, and that whole thing is real. They have fake American neighborhoods there, and they bring Americans to work and give them enough money to retire on and come back if they work for. That's all of that is totally real. None of that is a fictitious thing. It's crazy.
Here's a fun question. Did you guys like Willow? Was that her name?
I thought she was fine.
I grew to like Willow. I did not like her at first. I was like, so this is what they're gonna do us, some hippie girl that disrupts the order. And then she started connecting with Hank, and I was like, oh man, this girl's cool.
Yeah.
And then we got to that office with Jerry Jones, and I was like, oh shit, she's real.
that part caught me off guard, but I thought they were gonna take it there that they were gonna do some old like switcheroo, and that Hank liked Bobby's girlfriend more than Bobby did type shit, but then she did whatever to redeem herself in Bobby's eyes. But I also was like, okay, what is this? But I grew to like her a lot too. I hope she comes back, because I'd like also the notion of a Connie, Bobby, Willow love triangle. I thought that they could have rode that out a little bit longer than what they did.
Interesting. You know, I used to hate the idea of Bobby and Connie ending up together. But like, I don't know. This season has really like turned me on to it. I do enjoy it. But like, I hope it's not like a permanent thing. Like, I hope they don't get married. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, from the sound of it, I don't think Connie would fuck with something like that at all. Anyways,
well, I
dating Bobby or not,
I don't know. Like, I feel like maybe like Bobby might be the person to like change like her. That's what I feel like they would do, or some shit like that. I don't know. Or if you're into vilifying her way of life, that is.
But they could have leaned into that even more and to really rock Peggy and Hank's world. Imagine had Bobby ended up in a crazy throuple.
Throuple? Oh my god!
Throupling with any throuple I've ever met is a bunch of ugly ass people. So if you guys know anybody that's in a throuple, or I know this guy. Oh, my friend, this YouTuber I know is in a throuple. They're all ugly, all of them. Okay.
Oh no!
If you're lucky, one of them is normal looking. Okay.
We just lost all of our throuple viewers right now, Rick.
Yeah, I'm sorry, throuplers. You know what I love? There was one little moment in King of the Hill. You guys will remember it in this new season. One of the last things I'm going to point out too is where Joseph is complaining about not being able to be Speedy Gonzalez anymore, and Emilio's about to say like, "You're not a white guy," and Bobby puts his finger up to his mouth like, "Don't,
dude,
don't say anything."
I'm sure there's more context to that. But that made me like literally burst out laughing, because he also said like it's hard being a white man or something, and then
working in a crew of brown, or something like that.
Emilio gave him like the neck spin, and Bobby threw his finger up so fast. That was funny.
Bobby's like, don't fucking say it. He doesn't know. He doesn't realize it. That little moment was the best, because I mean, the last time we ever saw Bobby acknowledge that was literally the first episode.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
When he goes, yeah, in my dad's truck. You mean Dale Gribble's truck? Yeah, my dad's truck with the big ant on it. Yeah, Dale Gribble's truck. Like, and that was the only time Bobby had ever acknowledged, like, yeah, I know that's not your fucking dad, dog. And no other time did he ever acknowledge it. So that was nice to see.
Hard pivot. Tonight I'm going to start watching Is it called Alien World? The new Alien
Oh
series?
yeah. What's that called?
I just
It's an
saw an
alien.
ad, like I just saw like a poster for that. What is this? Is this live action? Is this animated? What is this? What's the deal behind that?
Well, there are two things in this universe. We just had Killer of
Alien Earth.
Killer of
Alien
Killers,
Earth.
which is the Predator animated show.
Right.
And now this is Alien Earth. Thank you, Rick. That
This is
now
on what
oh,
platform?
what is this? Is this FX?
Is
What
it
is this?
Hulu?
Hulu? I don't know. One of
I'm
those.
asking. Yeah.
One of those
Okay.
subscriptions. But yeah, I'm gonna start it tonight because I've been hearing people talk about it. I think I lean more Predator than Xenomorph because I haven't really liked. Well, no, what was the movie that just came out about the aliens and it had the latest one and it had the little black dude as the main character, and they were like on a. I'm butchering this description, but anyway, that movie was good. The latest Alien movie was good, and I've been hearing that this show is also supposed to be good, so I'm gonna jump into that tonight. And
What's the premise for the show?
I guess xenomorphs have made it to Earth, and are colonizing or trying to do their thing in Earth, but not like in an Alien versus Predator way, like in a good way to take over Earth. So
A good way to take over?
I say good way because Alien versus Predator was not very well received by the public.
I see. Yeah. No, it was
First time
terrible, but
we
it's like
yeah,
terrible.
xenomorphs on Earth. But from what I've seen and heard, this is handled much better when it comes to like xenomorphs being on Earth and what it would look like to have an
And
invasion.
what's the name of the show again? Alien what?
Earth. Alien Earth.
Earth. All right.
Alien Earth.
All right, I'll check it out.
We'll
All right,
start that
we
tonight.
gotta get the fuck out of here. I gotta. make
Oh,
sure-
here he goes. All right.
Poncho, where are you?
P, where you at? Thanks to everybody for hanging out tonight. We actually had some actual photos lined up for tonight, but we didn't really get to it. But I have been personally looking at everybody's stuff across the community. I always continue to enjoy and spectate and live vicariously through all of you folks in terms of your photography and your toy photography, your A.C.B.A, all of that stuff. So we do want to make that a mainstay on the show in terms of checking out what cool things are really happening. Shout out to was it Jax who did the animation for the Gamerverse figures?
Say yes.
I hadn't seen it yet.
It was Plastic Action, right?
Plastic Action, yeah.
Yes. So shout out to him. They actually in the Hasbro panel they had actually given him a shout because that's when they debuted that little animation or whatever. I don't know if I want to call it if you should
Like
call it animation or stop motion. Yeah, it's like a stop motion, basically.
Yeah.
So yeah, shout out to him. But like anybody that's doing their thing in this world, that's making waves, we do want to start to highlight more of those folks. So look forward to that. Thanks everybody for hanging out with us this evening. Thank you for all of the super chats. We love you guys. And thanks for hanging out. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, hit the bell down there for notifications. And until next time, peace.
Goodbye. If Poncho's there, if not, then we're awkwardly sitting here.
Yeah, we just
Gotta love it. It's okay.
No idea.
We can twiddle our thumbs for a little bit. Hey, have you guys been hearing this rumor that the next Gamerverse figures are going to be Hulk and Spider-Man?
That's what I'd heard. I heard Spider-Man for sure.
I can see that. I can see that happening.
That's the buzz. It'll be exciting to see if they do a Hulk as big as Juggernaut. But we gonna see. We gonna see soon, I guess.
Now that figure is maximum as hell. That Juggernaut was very impressive in hand. The only problem I had with it was that the hands kept flying off, but that might have just been because it was, a sample of some kind. Yeah. All of us kept popping off the hands like, oh shit, they were fucking flying everywhere.
So, it's funny that you had mentioned about how they let you guys, and again, I'm just talking shit until we actually close out, but I love that you shared that somebody, who was it that you said asked, could you guys use? Yeah. So, because I don't remember that being a thing where they let you guys be that handsy with the figures in previous years. and that was really cool. Like it was because then you got to see different content creators like interact with the figures. And did you bring anything with you to scale, Boog, or that was not?
No. I don't want to make that mistake. But yeah, you gotta. If you do, you gotta keep it in line for sure. But I remember at the past New York Toy Fair, I did bring some legends to compare with the Maximum Spider-Man, and they was nervous as shit. And I'm like, no, these are Hasbro Marvel Legends figures. Don't worry.
They were like, we know.
Hold on.
Look, we know. Don't hold them up against the Maximum, please.
Poncho, you're back.
Oh, you guys are stalling?
We know.
We signed off a long time ago.
We signed out like 2 minutes ago. Maybe.
Okay.
But you can say goodbye and close us out officially now.
Okay, sure. Okay, goodbye. I'm opening cards after the stream.
Nice. Go to Poncho's channel. Opening cards.
All right. Peace, everybody.
Wonderful.